It's the full moon in Sag, and I just wanted to kind of get some general messages. This will be for everybody. Collective energy that's going to watch me today. Spirits, angels, guides. Tell me what's going on today. We got a lot of action in the sky. Lots and lots of action in the sky. So tell me what we need to be focusing on today. Like, where should our head be? Where should our head be today? With the full moon in Sag. Personal issue reaches resolution. Conclusions are within reach, and you are good enough. Okay. So, if there's something that you're worrying about, I think Spirit is saying, like, you really need to surrender it today, tonight, let it go. Talk to Spirit about it and just say, like, I just feel like X, Y, Z isn't serving me. I'd like to let it go, right? So the overall energy is to surrender. I'm just trying to find this channel so that I can talk to you guys today if you want to talk. Let's see. There we go. Okay, we're on. All right, so. Okay. So now we're going to get a few Lenormand cards. I want to know about the personal issue. Tell me what the personal issue might look like for my collective. Whatever it is they're trying to release. Sometimes when we have a personal issue, all it takes is release. You know what I mean? Hello. Hi, Polly. Oh, thank you. Okay, personal issue reaches resolution. So it's saying, like, today, just focus on happiness. Focus on happy thoughts. Just keep in that zone. Do whatever you have to do to make yourself happy. Hi, Lonely. Thank you for saying happy birthday. I can't believe I'm 61 years old. Whoever fucking thought they would ever get there, right? Okay. All right, there's a lot of growth coming in, and I also feel like there's a change of routine coming in. You're not going to be able to help it. It's about movement. So I think I've been getting this message a lot. Like, it's the planets that are moving us to, like, take better care of our human being, our body. So this card is here, and it's talking about a change in routine. It's talking about adding something to your day. You know what I mean? So what can you do to bring happiness into your life, right? Because that's what they're saying. Like, it's time to change your routine and take charge of your life. Make your own decisions, Like, this is that Emperor energy coming in again. Like, even though a whole bunch of planets are moving into our sign right now, today, Gemini, it's saying, like, first of all, the sun moving into Gemini is bringing in happiness. But when I'm asking, like, what do we need to concentrate on today? Because it is the full moon, and it says the sun. Focus on you, focus on your success, focus on happiness and joy and what brings that to you. What are you going to do to bring yourself that happiness? What are you going to add into your life that's changing it a little bit? So I looked up something yesterday because have you guys seen all those those ads for Bye Bye Cocktail? all those ads for wall Pilates, you know, and it's like finding an app on your phone or whatever. And my daughter was telling me that she got that on her phone, and I'm like, man, I don't really want to, you know, spend any money doing a 28-day challenge or whatever. And so then last night I was kind of like hanging around and I was looking and I thought, I bet you there's YouTube videos about that. And so it is, it's true. There's Wall Pilates YouTube, day one, day two. Like, you don't need no app. So I was sort of thinking about that because it's only 15 minutes. Like, who can't scrape out 15 minutes, you know? I spend longer than that smoking cigarettes in the morning. I'm pretty sure I can fit it in. You know what I mean? So you are good enough. So I feel like there's something here about you, like when you step into this emperor type energy, you know, like that's what's bringing you the realizations that you're needing. You know, I also feel like, you know, there could be expansion in your business, and and then it comes under the card, you are good enough. So you have an opportunity, maybe some of you, to expand in business, but you know, you're going to have to work on those affirmations like, I am good enough. I am smart. I am, you know, magnetic. I draw people to me. Of course, I'm going to be a success, right? Montezuma, Indiana. Weird. Somebody from Montezuma, Indiana is calling. Okay. So what's happening here is it's telling me that you're about to like go off into business, or you're expanding your business, or you're starting a new one. It's the emperor energy that's driving us to do that. So I feel like a lot of us are going to be doing that, just that. Like, we have a good idea. We all do, don't we? It's the Ace of Wands. We get them all the time, like little epiphanies, little ideas. Like, one time I got one about starting like a kiosk selling just homemade soup, you know? And I was thinking, like, man, could you imagine like having little soup stands everywhere where you could just go get like mama's homemade soup, you know? And I never did it. And I don't know. I just still think it's a good idea, but I never did it. Oh, gratitude alarm. What are you grateful for today? I am grateful that I have been alive for 61 years. I'm grateful that my parents met. I'm grateful that my life has gone exactly how it is. I mean, I'm really 100% sure that it was all a plan. And all right, so what's happening here? So I wonder if you have some kind of like, I don't know what this might be, but competition maybe in whatever you're doing in your business, you know, and it kind of makes you a little bit scared. But I feel like you're going to pass, you're going to go right through it. You know what I mean? Like, it's here, but I feel like you're going straight on through it. You're going to recover very quickly. If there's any part of you, because it's saying you're good enough. So if you have someone that's competing with you, let's go back to the soup idea. So I have this great soup idea, but let's say there's 5 other kiosks in town and I would be competing with them. And you ask yourself, you know, like, well, can this even work? Whatever it is you're doing is going to work. It's telling me right here. And I think that you need to do it because I feel like what's happening, because this one here is another card of success in business. You are good enough. There are possibilities beyond your wildest dreams, is what this is saying. Like, it's just about how you feel about yourself that's kind of stopping you from really going all the way with it. You know what I mean? Like, it looks to me like maybe you like to stay isolated to yourself, you know? Um, so I don't know. Let's see. So a personal issue reaches resolution. I do see you're starting to like love yourself here. But in this pile where it says conclusions are within reach, it says making decisions easily, being in control. And then what's clarifying that is the fox. So this can be about being dishonest, having a secret life, being manipulative, being selfish, right? But it's also about being resourceful, right? So you are thinking about doing something, I can tell, and you're ready to step into the action. And now, like with this Emperor energy, you also get this Fox energy, which is learning how to be resourceful, you know? Um, I'm not reading any cards for anyone personal today. I don't have time. I kind of started too late, and um, I just, um, I just wanted to do a reading, one reading, you know? So that's what I'm doing. And I'm sorry, I'm not really prepared to do personal readings right now. However, if you're interested in that, if you join my membership channel, you will get personal readings over there. The link is in the description box below. Um, so if that's something you're interested in, you know, you can just look in the description box and check it out. Um, so there's an opportunity starting here, and there could be like a love coming in as well. Or if you were in a relationship that sucks, it looks to me like there's a, you know, wish coming true. There's a new beginning and a new level of love. So this could either be like fixing something that's broken or finding something brand spanking new, you know. Um, you're starting to love yourself, and you're starting to be like this resourceful energy, you know. You're starting to like manifest, you know what I mean? Because you look at the word manipulation, you know, what does that mean? It means manipulating energy, it means getting what you want, it means magic. And that's what it looks like, you know, is happening here. Like I feel like you're understanding that. But part of this energy that's coming in comes with this change in your routine. So I don't know what you're adding in. You know what I mean? Whether it's exercise, it definitely looks like movement. You know what I mean? So it could be like that you're actually going on a trip. It could be you're traveling. It could be, you know, that kind of movement. But I also feel like it's like really changing your daily routine, adding something in, adding something that does good, something good for you, you know, helps you change the way you see yourself. You know what I mean? That's what I'm seeing here. So let me see. That is Erica texting me. I don't think she's here, but she's texted me. Okay, let's see. Let's clarify with the tarot. Give me some advice for these guys, because I feel like you're just making some changes, and it's all going well. It's all going as planned. You know, we have a lot of magic energy in the planets right now working for us. They're working for everybody, not just one person. So just be ready. You know what I mean? Ready for shocking new opportunities, you know, old friends coming out of the woodwork, being able to like have lots and lots of choices about what way you're going, seeing things from a new perspective, especially something like heartbreak, right? Because I feel like what you're doing, whatever you're doing with change, it's about tapping into your higher self, is what I feel like. This routine change, it's got something to do with you and your soul, is what I'm seeing. And it kind of breathes some kind of new life inside you. Page of Pentacles. Like it gets you going, it gets you excited. This is childlike energy. You know, there's a new lover coming in. And wow. See, this person was the start of your healing. I think that whoever it is coming towards you to offer you something. If they were, I think this is something that you've already surrendered, is the outcome of this thing, because I feel like you already understand the lessons that you've learned from them. But I also feel like this might be where that snake card comes in, because it's being clarified with the lovers, the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Wands, right? So it looks to me like there was someone who really wasn't. I mean, the snake card, it's about being jealous, it's about fighting with someone, it's about someone being, dishonest, deceitful. And I think that you let that go. I think you surrendered it already. And I think that this person is coming back in to offer you something, because it's very possible that they figured out why you were in their world too. When we realize people are our soul friends and that we have a job to do together, and it doesn't, like, the lovers is here, right? So this is something that you're being given, like a new perspective on with the Hanged Man. Like, you're looking at it differently. You're like, man, that was a gift. I'm thankful for that person. I wouldn't have been able to surrender. I wouldn't have been able to, move forward. I just wouldn't have been able to do it, right? So when this person comes back in, I think you're fully healed. I do. By the time this person comes back in, I feel like you're fully healed. You understand, and when they come in, I think you're going to be happy to hear from them, because it's a page. So it could just be a message coming in, right? Someone sending you a message saying like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, maybe it's, I don't know if it's an apology. Could be. Um, but I feel like this is something that you kind of wanted, but at the same time, like, you're in your head about it. You don't know. But this person brought you some sort of happiness, and it looks to me like, wow, 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 you've been manifesting this person back, haven't you? Six of Wands, Four of Pentacles, you've been manifesting it. You've been manifesting success with this person, and it's coming. Ten of Pentacles. So that, and a Two of Cups to match up. So we're still talking about this. So you're going to get news. You might travel toward this person, or they might come toward you. I think that because you're healed right here when they come in, I feel like you're meeting them with open arms, like, not with any expectation though, just like, so glad to see you, soul friend. You know what I mean? Like, so glad to see you. Big heart felt hugs. So, So the first part is talking about the changes in you, like the changes that have come inside of you and what you're doing in order to be proactive about your life. It's exciting. So it looks to me like, this person is coming back in. They want a reconciliation. They want a new start. Maybe they made you an option before, or that's what you felt like, and that's why you're feeling like, well, that you weren't good enough. But you've worked on that energy yourself. So I don't think that I don't think you feel that way anymore. I hope you have completely healed that part of you. If you feel like you still have that energy, that you like, there's something inside of you that feels like you're not good enough, I think you need to, like, use the moon energy tonight and really let that go. Just put it on a piece of paper and light it on fire and let it go, back to the universe, and, you know, let the universe transmute it into something else, or you can ask them to transmute it for you, you know. But I think before this person comes in, you have to be completely let go of it. You have to completely believe in yourself, love yourself, and be taking real good care of yourself when this person comes in order for you to have like a different response and a different outcome. You know what I mean? Because have you ever noticed that? They talk about karma all the time, but isn't it really just about cause and effect? Like, in the day to day thing. Like, so someone comes by your house and, I don't know, maybe they paintball your house. They shoot paintballs at your house and it pisses you off. And maybe you go out on the porch and you're like, God damn it, get off my. You know what I mean? And so you go out there and you just start a ruckus with these people who are already hurting you, you know? And then they just come back the next day and do it harder. So, what do you do in order to like change that? Like, do you just pretend like it didn't happen, or I mean, I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, you're moving and changing the way you look at yourself and feel about yourself. You're kind of like you've got masculine, feminine energy balance. You know what I mean? Inside of yourself when this person comes back in. You've been and gone through a lot, you know? And so when this person comes back in, I think the question is going to be, do you still feel like you're not good enough for this person? You know? I really do. Because I think if you're in that. Hello, I'm USP Big Sandy Federal Penitentiary. I've been here for 110 months. Can we get a shout out to the Forgotten Men? Well, hi. How's it going? Nice to meet you. Okay, so that's what's happening for you guys' reading. How do you feel about it? Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to anyone? Okay. Let me see here. Let's ask about that relationship. Should we? Your cat. Okay. It's a soulmate. There's a lot of passion. When they come back in, it's okay to express your love, because the reason that you feel so called to be with them, or like all this huge passion, it's because they're a soul friend. You know them already, you know, from a prior life. But here's the thing, remember, first love yourself, and forgiving and learning. So this person that's coming back, you guys have been in separation. Maybe it was a codependent relationship, but what you're teaching each other is forgiveness, you know, and also about loving yourself first. So when this person comes in, like, what's your reaction going to be, you know? Don't overthink it too much. Just come from your heart. Let me see. I think I have just a couple more minutes. So let's see if we can get any messages from Scrabble today. Any names, angel spirits, guides. What do we need to know here? Okay. Tessa. Cassie. Wes. Sweet. I said Cassie, right? That's here. Cassie. Whoops. Or Cass. Luna, which is the full moon, right? Or it could be a name even. Sweet Luna. Let's see. I see Betsy. I see Boss. I see Wire. higher, Diane, Bo, boy, boys, west, Linda, Wendy, Diane, did I say that already? Diane, Diana, clearly see, night, clearly see at night, uh, wheels, honey, Daisy, night, night, a night out, a night out. Do you need a night out? Sassy. Do you need a night out, Sassy? Sissy? Chrissy? Bessie? Betsy? Cry? Brenda? Denise? Clearly? Clearly see? Wise? Clearly see wise? Eyes? Wed? I see crazy here. I wonder if they're talking to me. Crazy. Crazy, Tina. Oh, there's Tina right there. Nope. Yep, it is. I can see it. There's Tina. There's Trina. There's probe, rock, road. Break. Break. I wonder if it's that really great songwriter guy. You know the one I keep telling you guys about that guy on TikTok. He really went by Break. He does that song, cigarettes and black lipstick stain. I remember when he started coming out and he just had that one line, you know, and before you know it, like shit, it wasn't very long, maybe a month at the most. And all of a sudden he was like on tour and making a lot of money. He was like in the top, you know, top watched people. Everybody wanted to see what the next line of that song was going to be. So I don't know if there's a message there for you, like if you have an idea and you want to release it, I think you should, because Break did it. And I don't know why I even saw that guy, but except for to share it with you guys. Clear. Let's see. Window. Clear window. So clear, a clear view. Brew. Brood. Pour. Web. Ring. Bring. Dream. Maybe not dream. Those are W's, not M's, huh? Not dream. Brew. Zoo. Pod. Web. Tried. God. Vote. You want to know what? I was doing this a little earlier because I wanted to see if my son had something to say to me, because it's my birthday, and I'm like, "Do you have any birthday messages for me?" And it did talk about my friend Joni. It's like we have this bond. It's so crazy. My son's involved in it. Trust me. And anyway, it was talking about earlier when I did this before I turned the camera on. It did bring out both me and her name in one in one letter grab, So it said Joni and Tina, and then it talked extensively like about voting, and I know and it said ZA, which is South Africa. So I'm feeling like there's a big change coming for South Africa. I see the ZA again right together. You see it? So I feel like it's probably her husband talking to me about what's happening over there because vote is here again. So if you guys are from South Africa, I feel like there's I know I have a lot of people that watch from over there. I'm not sure why, but they do. And I feel like it's time, like you have an opportunity this month, right? To change what's going on in your country, right? With a new president. And I know that there's someone that's running that's maybe a little, more, I don't know, kind-hearted. So anyway, I guess it's talking about voting in South Africa, and I just want to say that out loud because it told me that earlier today too. So I think like get out there and vote for whatever your heart is telling you to vote for. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of problems there now and needing some change. So that could be what this is talking about. It's crazy that it came out again. There's an M. There's the M I was looking for. So let's see. Mirror. Let's see. Maybe. Let's see. Dig, dug, big. Meow. Meow is here. I don't know if you guys, and cat. Cat and meow. I almost see mugwort. It's here. Mugwort. I don't know if that means anything to you guys or not. Mugwort. I don't even know what that means. It sounds magic though, kind of, doesn't it? Look at it, it's here. Mugwort. I wonder what mugwort means. You love to hear about Paul and Joni. And her husband's name is Bernie. And I talk with him quite a bit as well. He's pretty cool. In fact, I almost can hear him better sometimes than I can even Paul. And I keep wondering why, like why is it that I have this connection with Bernie and I can hear him so clearly sometimes, but I can't hear Paul. And I think it's because I have to let him go. You know what I mean? Like if I just am maybe not ready for that relationship yet. I might not be able to heal. I don't know. But it seems like fucked up kind of. Like I'd kind of like to I'd like to be able to just like get up in the morning and have a cup of coffee with him in spirit, and just be able to like hear him and everything. So do you hear me up there, you guys? Because like I'd like to do that. If that's possible at all, I would like to bring that into fruition. In fact, I'll make that my birthday wish. Can we move out of the energy where I can't hear you and that I feel so sad? Can we rise? Please, Paul. Oh my God, he's right here. Look at him. I didn't even see that. Did you guys? Hi. Love you. Be in. Look at I see widow. This must be talking about. Is there somebody that lost their husband besides Joni? Is there another widow out there? It's you, isn't it, Polly? You're a widow, aren't you? Okay, so they're talking about you. Do you know what mugwort means? Let's see. Code. What? There's a code? Who needs to go on a night out? Because that message is here. And it's clear. I didn't even take it down. Some of them I move around the letters, but I didn't take those down, so I think they're supposed to stay. So what are you guys going to do? Like, what are you going to do for a night out? Are you going to go, what are you going to do to love yourself today? Jenny, Jerry, Terry, Barry, bring Ben, Jenny. Oh my gosh, that was weird. Wow. So anyway, so I kind of lost my little role here, I think. But I feel like I don't know what this means, but I hope somebody got something out of it. It's funny how spirit will work, huh? I don't know why that went off like that. It just went offline. It must be. I'm wondering if it's this storm. You know, we were supposed to have a fire tonight and make moon water, and it's so shitty out there. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Okay, let's see. Rain. Yes, it's raining. What are you gonna do? It's telling me the rain's bringing growth, I think. So let's see what else we got we got Linda again. Who's Linda? Are you guys here? Is there someone named Linda? Because I feel like I've seen Linda about 4 times. I also see Gracie and I see graduation. And so I think that's Paul acknowledging my, it would be his niece graduating on Sunday. And I just see I just see kind of like the hint of it, right? Gracie and graduation. I kind of was getting that when there she is. Yeah. So he's just acknowledging his niece, my granddaughter. It's my daughter's little girl. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Saint. Thank you, Paul. Let's see. Tanya. She's my sister that died. So thank you for being here, Tanya. Birthday. I see it. I do. Oh. So that's cool. Denzel? Denny? Denny's? Tony? Terry is here too. Terry, Tanya. I wonder if my other sister's name is here. Probably. Her name's Tammy, but I don't. It's not like here in this letter pile. I also see I don't know, Finn. I feel like I kind of lost that connection, you guys. So I'm just gonna go. I hope there's a message there for some of you guys, right? I kind of think like whatever the cards were in this together will make a message. So if you listen to all of it, if you heard your name or you feel like you connected with this energy. So the mugwort is meaning some kind of clair coming in, right? A clairsentient, clairaudient. Funny thing is I got that same message, but not with mugwort. It was a big, huge thing. It said crone. This morning before I did it, like the one for me and Joni. I think that message this morning was kind of saying like, hey, guess what? Like all these obstacles that you faced, all this like the mourning and the getting through the death of someone that you feel like you can't live without. That's pretty fucking hard. And it's a big, tall mountain, is what they said. And what's happening is that we're gaining in gifts, we're growing. And that was the message this morning. So I kind of think, I know. I know. It felt like that, didn't you? It did feel like that. Like my old damn, family. This morning, the word dad came out. So I wondered if it was my dad or if Paul was telling me something about his dad. Because remember how sick he is. Remember a couple of months ago, I did the whole candle burning thing. Man, I kept a candle burning for him for about 4 days. And anyway, he's home, but he's going to be starting his cancer treatment next. He just got um, he had his leg cut off. God, it's just been fucked up, man. That poor dude, all at once. All at once. First day, dialysis for the first time. Second day, I'm going to have to cut your leg off. Anyway, it was really kind of crazy how that all happened. So I don't know what he was trying to say about his dad, but I think he was trying to say something, like maybe, how sometimes when we talk about the cards and then the tower card comes out and what happens when we really get a real tower, like not like just some little thing that changes our path, but something that burns us to the ground, you know, like a death of someone that you feel like you can't live without, like that. There's so many things that happen to us and it drives us into this darkness, but sometimes I think that's the only way to get people to like reach for their higher self. You know what I mean? I really kind of do. And I'm pretty sure that was the case for me. Like, I wouldn't have stopped, I was all about trying to just have a comfortable life. And then I just stopped. I don't give a fuck. I haven't bought new clothes in years. Anyway, I've just changed. It's changed me. And that's what it was saying. It's like this mountain every day, that you're climbing. Um, is like getting you to where you need to be, which is the word crone came out, which is like probably me at 61 years old. I'm the old crone. And I know people say that to me sometime on this channel. It fucking pisses me off. But it's true. And like I don't think that we would ever really grow to the heights. I would have never got to this place where I'm sitting here reading cards and playing Scrabble with dead people. I would have never done that. I wouldn't have done that unless I had a reason. So evidently, what a plan, right? Can be too into money, so something has to happen. I wanted to show you this strength card in this deck. This is the strength card. It's this old crone. It's like really stepping into your power as a I guess somebody would call this a witch, right? But I'm talking about your higher knowledge, your connection with all that is. the fact that we can do magic, that we can change our life, you know? Hello. How's it going? Nice to see you guys. I actually am, gotta go because I got my little baby coming. Yeah. Yeah. Playing Scrabble with dead people. Do you want to know why? I kind of feel like all of that was like happened on purpose. I'm going to tell you about that whole Scrabble thing. So, like, about 2 days before Paul died, he came over and I was like pruning the lilacs, I think, and he brought like a sandwich over. He'd just gotten done with dialysis and he came over and came in the house and sat down, and I came in from outside and sat down with him, and he ate his sandwich, and I said, "You want to play Scrabble?" And he's like, "No." And then he's like, "Yeah, I will." And it was like a act of God to get him to do something like that, you know. But we sat and we played like 3 games of Scrabble, and we laughed so hard, and he cheated and I cheated. And it was so, probably one of the best moments of my life. And I knew it even that day. Like, this is the most fun I've ever had with this kid, like, ever. Like, we were laughing and everything. So, anyway, after he died, oh, it was a while, like maybe a month or two. I saw that Scrabble game and I found this score sheet and the way we wrote on it, and I saved it. You know, it was in the Scrabble box, and I picked it out, and I actually have it now and just look at it sometimes. But anyway, I thought to myself, I wonder if I can get messages through the Scrabble, you know, from him. And I started, and it was like the most magical thing I've ever done, ever. Like, I would ask a question, he would put out the word. He would just, like, in writing in sentences, it was almost like that was our connection, was that Scrabble game. And I don't know if it was because we just played on it or what, but then it's not even a full set of Scrabble letters. Like, it's missing some, you know? So I was at Walmart one day and I found this bigger set. It's like a travel set. It's called Banana Game or something like that. Anyway, my so it has way more letters in it. So I got those, and then I felt like I don't know if I have a connection to these letters or if it's just the wooden ones. These are plastic, and I just don't know. But then the other day I did a reading for on the members channel for Polly, and she told me that every single word that came out was a message and she knew what it was. So I was like, okay, so the new Scrabble letters are good too. Because I just didn't know. And then I did one with Joni the other night, a couple of days ago, and it was fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable what Bernie was telling us, you know, like it was all just for her. Like, how to take care of herself, and it didn't tell her how to get out of anything. It just gave her like a lot of like love you babe kind of vibes, you know what I mean? Like, I'm right here. It also was talking about how the fact that this was the other message that was kind of interesting. If you guys are interested, I don't know, but the other have you guys ever watched the OA? It's on Netflix. It's a series, and I watched it years ago, like 7 years ago when it came out, and I was just like totally obsessed with it, you know? Well, guess what? So was Bernie. And so here we are, we got all these Scrabbles, and then I see these 2 letters just sitting by themselves. They weren't anything I used or anything, they were just kind of like scooted over alone together. And it said OA, and I go, didn't you say he watched the OA? And she goes, yeah. And so I'm like, well, you know what? There must be a key in that show. Like, let's think about that show. I watched it a million times. Let me see what it was. It was about movement. And these people could actually move into other timelines. And it was all about this movement with their body. They had a certain kind of movement. They were given it to it by spirit. And there was a bunch of people. And then each one would do, they would teach the movement, and then they put them all together one after the other, and they really did change dimensions. So she said, Joni goes, he's telling me he's in another dimension. And I said, he is. And so anyways, I feel like the message was, I'm not gone. I'm just one dimension over. I'm just right here. Like, and you can get here, but you've got to like figure it out. Like, I'll show you. Are you ready? Plus, it also, something happened a few days before that, and I didn't really even know it. And it was talking about like, he talked about a road. And anyway, she saw him, like she had a vision of him, and he was just like there, and then he disappeared. She said she looked back, she swerved her car because she thought she was going to hit something. It was him. Like, so he's actually figured out how to materialize, and show himself to her. So there's growth there too for her. You know what I mean? So pretty unbelievable stuff going on with the other realms, right? Let's see. Have you heard of that Ravi song? No, I haven't. Aw. Nick, I remember you. I don't even know if Nick is still here, but we'll see. Should Nick start his own business? Should Nick start his own business instead of going and getting a regular job? We just need a yes or no here, Spirit. What would be the best thing? Getting his own job, getting a job, starting his own thing, her own thing. I think she's a girl. Yeah. It'd be better for you to start your own thing. Yep. Okay, what is your soul purpose? Figure out what your North Node is. Look it up. Type it into the Google bar, like North Node and your birthday with the year on it, because it changes like every 18 months. And then it'll tell you what your North Node is, and that is your soul purpose. There's a lot to it, but do some research if you really want to know. It's your North Node, whatever that sign is. And you can look it up, and there's so much information, so much about the North Nodes and what they really mean. It's also pertinent about what house it's in too. So when you're checking on what your North Node is, then look at your birth chart and figure out, like what house was it in, where's that sign at in my chart, because it's got something. Let's say it's your family, like your fourth house, right? Then it would be about some kind of a purpose toward family or foundation or something like that. Yeah, I think the North Node is probably one of the most, well, it's one of the most biggest like hints about why you're here, why your life is going like it is. Yeah, 90. I don't know it. Like, I don't know the North Node. You're gonna have to just Google it, because like I said, the North Node changes every 18 months. So it could be, you know, I don't know. I really just don't have a chart or anything. I just Google it. So just Google it and find out what sign it is, and then look at your birth chart and find out what house it is, because that's like really, really important too. You know, every house has a different subject, you know. Nick, I just answered your question. I don't know if you were here, but the answer is start your own business. That's the answer. So I'm going to go, you guys, because I got my little grandbabe coming over. He should be here any second. And I'm going to spend the day with him. And I love you guys. And I will talk to you later. We'll just back it up a minute. It's not very far back. I just did it. I just did the pendulum, but it said starting your own business is the best idea. So I hope that helps you. I love you guys, and I hope you have a groovy day. And thanks for being here for my birthday, by the way. Aw, love you too. Bye.